All right, time for another Fibble. This is the game that's just like Wordle, but on every row, one of the clues is a lie. They're starting us with Patty, which isn't great because there's 4 grays, so at least 3 of those grays are true. What do I want to do with that? I'd like to do the yellow T in a different spot so then I could repeat, another letter, but it couldn't be 3rd or 4th because otherwise that would be the lie. So what if we could start with P and end with T, something like that, or we could do spout. That's not terrible. I don't know, sure. Okay, well, obviously this can't be true and that be true, right? Either there's a T or there's not. So we know there's no P for sure. Other than that, we don't know much. If there is a T, then there is a U, because this would be a lie. So I'm kind of thinking, go off the assumption that this is a lie for right now, even though it might not be, and do the U in another spot. So I could do the U and the T, just to try and get some more contradictions and figure out the lies. We could do built. Oh, but there's no lie in the first one. Oh, right. Because if there is a T, then the A or the Y has to be a lie. Okay. We could do ought. That would work. That ought to work. Okay. Well, one of the U's is a lie. Whichever one is the lie on that row, the gray T is true. Therefore, the gray T is true on both. True, lie, true. These are true. There's no A, there's no Y. This is true. So one of the U's is a lie. If there's no U, so if the H is true, let's say the H is true for a minute, right? Oh no, we still don't know that. If the H is the lie, if there's no H, then there's no U, and there has to be an S or an O, or if the H is somewhere else. We could do SH, which would give us our 2 lies there. Do something like Shire. Oh, but the U, then there's, yeah, the U is the lie. Okay, so if the S is the lie, then there has to be a U. Ah, right. If we do an S, then that makes the S the lie, which means there has to be a U, which means the U is the lie, which means the H has to be there. So if we're doing an S, then the H has to be 4. Now we could do another H, something like that, I guess, but what if we did SH? We need a U still. We could do USH. That would work, but we can't do like pushy. We can't do a Y is the problem. So I don't really like that. I'm kind of thinking maybe there's no H and no U. That would be the, just the way this puzzle would go. The H and the U would be the lies, and we just have lots of grays. We could do that. We could do something like cider with all new letters. I don't know. Why not? Let's go for it. Okay. Well, now we're getting something at least. Now, the downside is we don't have contradictions, so we don't know what to... Now, could we do child? That almost works. But we could do chide. Chide would actually work. And it would let us check, a contradiction potentially with the H. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so one of the C's is a lie. And that's always... So there's definitely an I, there's definitely a D. There's definitely no E. We know that much, because one of the C's is a lie. H is interesting, because if there is an H, let's assume this is a lie. Well, the other thing we know is that the H and the D can't both... So this, if this is true, if that's true, then this is a lie, which makes the D true, and we can't have both of those be true. So that is definitely a lie. These are definitely true. This is a lie. These are true. There we go. Okay, so we know that that's a lie. Now, we don't necessarily know that this is true. We could still have an H somewhere else, right? This could even be an H. You could have... Could you do CHID? No, you couldn't, because you couldn't do the C and the... Yeah. So if you wanted to do HID, you'd need to have... The C would have to be the lie in cider. That would work. But I don't know what you would put at the beginning then. So I don't think that's going to work. I'm thinking there's no H. That's what I'm thinking. Could we do something like this without an H? Could we do like CL? I don't know how that would work. There's definitely an I and a D. Whether they're both in those spots, I don't know, but and I don't think it works to do like something like that with the R. Because we need to have a lie in cider. So if there's no C and no H, then the I or the D has to be a lie. But we could do, you know, the D in a different spot, something like this. Or blind would work. That's possible. Let's go for it. All right, and like a real pro, I just smacked the microphone. I'm sure that made a noise, but at any rate, I got the answer. It took me 5 guesses today. Not too bad, actually, for hard mode. We just weren't getting anything. We had all grays, essentially. The only ones that were colored were the lies until we got cider. So, wow. All right, well, I did feel a little bit blind going through that solve, but you know, I chided the puzzle and said, you better give us some clues, and then we got the answer. So anyways, let me know if you're a fan of cider or you like to eat hamburger patties, I guess, and how this solve went for you today. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.